Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Simone, and this is Halo Image and Energy Consulting, where we merge the worlds of personal style and personal development to help women with big dreams get to their next best level in life. And I do that through all things like color analysis, closet edits, in-home and virtual, event styling, personal styling, all that jazz. And so if you're interested in learning how to use what you got as far as fashion to get what you want as far as your life goals, then just keep watching. And so guys, this is actually part 2 of the amazing easy style hack video that I did however long ago. And we're going to be diving into the other 2 body types that I did not cover in that video, which are, so last time we covered apple, rectangle, and hourglass. Today we're covering pear and inverted triangle. And we are using our body shape, right? We're getting to know our body shape. We're then looking to celebrity examples of said body shape to inspire better fashion choices. And that does not mean copying celebrity style and, mimicking someone else. That just means taking note of these highly curated celebrity figures with their stylists, their PR people, and their managers who are literally all paid and dedicated to making that celebrity look and dress their best. We're looking to them to see exactly, okay, what shapes, what silhouettes, what styles are working for that body type, and how can I take some lessons from them and apply it to my own personal style. But before we get started into the next 2 body shapes, please like and subscribe and hit that bell notification so that you're notified when the next upload comes. Like I said in my other video, I have the goal of getting this channel to 1,000 subscribers this year, and we're like low-key getting close. I'm very excited about that, and I really appreciate you guys for coming along on the ride with me. So like and subscribe and let me know what you think of this content. I haven't done body type stuff quite as much on my channel, but I'd really love to dive a little bit deeper into the body shapes and stuff to give you guys a little bit of a better idea on how to style yourselves. Okay, so let's start with the pear. How do you draw a pear? Pear body shape. The pear shape, which is honestly one of my favorites. Like, I think it's kind of fun, but it's characterized by your smallest measurements being your shoulders and your bust, and then your largest measurements being your hips and bum. And so a couple of examples of this body type are Alyssa Milano and Ashley Grahm. And we're just looking to celebrities with similar body types to figure out what we can cull from their highly curated wardrobes and pull in for ourselves. And so let's start out with looking at Ashley's street style and see what we can learn here. So Ashley's look here, first of all, this look is stunning. I love it for her. It's doing everything for her body. The cinched in kind of ruching and wrap style of this yellow dress is stunning. It pulls her in at her smallest parts to emphasize her lovely pear shape. And sometimes with pears, everything can feel a bit heavy and too voluminous on the bottom half of the body because obviously that's where your biggest measurements are. But I love the slit in the dress because it kind of creates some movement. It breaks up all that volume. It makes it a little more playful, a little more light and airy on the bottom half. The jacket is slinky, it's thinner, and it really lets her curves be the star of the show without being distracting or bulky. Another interesting aspect for pear shape, since you are kind of having a stark difference between the top half of your body and the bottom half of your body, it's going to be really important to kind of think about your color choices as well. So with light color choices, something like this is going to make you look bigger. Darker color choices are going to make you look smaller. And so when you're playing around with different tops and bottoms, if you are a pear and you're trying to minimize that effect, I would wear darker colors on the bottom half as opposed to, the other way around. So darker colors on the bottom half, lighter colors on the top to create more balance between the two. if you're wearing lighter colors on the bottom and dark colors on the top, your top half is going to shrink and your bottom half is going to expand. And so what I love about this look from Ashley, the yellow one, it is kind of monochrome in a way, and monochrome is always a really good way to streamline things, look slender, elegant, one nice long lean line, even down to the shoes. The shoes are also within the color palette, and so it's not having like a chunked out, you know, blocky effect. She's just a tall glass of milk and it's lovely. Now in this burgundy look, it's actually a similar outfit, right? Like a midi maxi dress with a jacket on top, which seems to be one of her go-to styles, which is great. Love a style uniform. But this time the bomber jacket, it is thick, it's bulkier, there's more extra fabric and wrinkles and, you know, folds and things like that. And the shape of a bomber jacket is rounder, right? As opposed to the pea coat, or, you know, that is more long and lean. But yeah, the bomber jacket, as you can see, it's just adding a lot of extra volume on the top, and it's not allowing anything to draw into the smallest parts of her body. It's actually bulking on to her smaller shoulders and her smaller waist, which makes the whole look appear rounder and more bigger, bulkier, which is also fine if you're going for that look. Who cares? Do you? But you know, sometimes people just want to be looking flattering. They want to honor their figure, and the best way to do that is honestly most of the time to follow the natural lines of the body. And especially since she actually has quite a larger chest for the Pear body shape, I would definitely say avoid too much fabric and bulk on the top for her, because she already has more on the top than usual. So keeping it simple, keeping it light, keeping it thin on the top will help to accentuate her natural body shape. Now this blue look, it's special in its own right. You know, we love a fashion risk. I don't fault her for that at all, but it's not doing what needs to be done. It's actually doing quite the opposite. When you wear a Pear, the last thing you want to do is add layers and bulk and this and that to the bottom half of your body while nothing on the top half to balance it out. This look, where it appears to be like a bodycon dress with like some sort of button down backwards over the front half, it's interesting, but it's a lot of like open space and it's a lot of bulk on the bottom. So when you're a Pear and most of your volume is already on the bottom half anyways, you want to avoid things like pleats, pleated shorts, extra frills and ruffles around the hip area. You've already got it there. You have it naturally. You don't want to over exaggerate and do too much, especially if you're keeping it super simple on the top like she is in this look. So it just looks like almost like a cartoonish Pear situation. It looks very odd to me. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like this? I don't know. And I feel like I have definitely achieved this look myself when I have tried to smuggle drinks and snacks and burrito bowls into the movie theater in my clothes. Like, that's really what it's giving. Like, it's giving she has a toddler smuggled under her second shirt, you know, at the bottom. So I don't know. Let me know how you guys feel about this look. So if you are a Pear shape yourself, I would definitely look to Ashley Grahm, Alyssa Milano, or other celebrities that you can Google to see what they're wearing, see what works for you, see what is interesting, and take that and make it your own. But when you're looking to these celebrities for examples and inspiration, definitely look to them when they are in their street style, their paparazzi photos, their award show, red carpet looks, because that's when they're styled for themselves and their body types. Don't look to them when they're in roles in movies, doing concerts, in shows, that kind of thing, because the set designers and the costume designers are putting the actors and actresses in clothes that help tell the story and help emphasize what the character is going through, not necessarily we're here to flatter Ashley Graham's body type in this movie, right? Like, that's not their goal. So definitely look to them for style inspiration in their real lives, especially during award shows. Okay, so next and last body shape for this video is going to be the inverted triangle. So for this one, it's going to be Naomi Campbell and Renée Zellweger. This body type is characterized by broader shoulders, usually more of an athletic build, strong, wide shoulders, more of a slender body type going down, and more of a narrow hip. So your measurements tend to go from broadest to smaller to smallest at the waist. And the shape also usually has the best shapely muscular legs, so definitely show them off if you aren't already. Now, I'm not even going to compare and contrast Naomi Campbell's fashion because we know we don't look like that, right? Okay, no one can compare. But I'm gonna deep dive into a couple of examples from Renée Zellweger. And you can see here in this red carpet look, she is committing one of the cardinal sins of the inverted triangle body type. And, you know, obviously I'm joking. There are no rules in fashion. Wear what makes you feel good, wear what makes you happy. But sometimes you just wanna know the rules so you can break them anyways. So she's breaking the rules here, and she does look gorgeous, but for the inverted triangle body type where your shoulders are already broad and beautiful, wide neck and off the shoulder looks are just gonna blow that out even more and emphasize that in a way that it is becoming a little bit too exaggerated on the top half, especially if you're not balancing it out with any volume on the bottom half. In this look, you know, has the off the shoulder look, and then it's straight down with the rest of the gown. The only way it could be worse is if it was like truly bodycon down the rest of the dress and really tight around the ankles. That would look even more cartoonish. I still think she looks great here, but again, all I'm seeing is shoulders. Like I'm not really focusing on anything else, especially the contrast between the black dress and her fair skin. It's just very stark. It feels disbalanced. A better neckline for this body type would be V-necks and scoop necks. Definitely avoid those boat necks off the shoulders. Tube tops, kind of depends, case by case basis. Now in this other black red carpet look, I guess she likes to wear a lot of black, I'm noticing that in my research. This is a little bit better because it adds that volume on the bottom half because she's narrow throughout the waist and hips. The pleats and, you know, the poof of the gown, the ball gown silhouette is going to create that natural hourglass where it wasn't before, looking a lot more shapely and soft. And I think a lot of people with this body type want to achieve this look because they are generally more athletically built with very little body fat a lot of the time, honestly, which can create sort of a harsher, harder bodied look. So when you add like really delicious, like soft satin fabrics, silks, tulle, taffeta, volume, it really just softens your look so much, and it looks really beautiful. So to create that hourglass effect and add more volume, we want to go kind of the opposite of the pear shape. We want to add volume to the bottom. Pleated shorts, A-line skirts, pleated skirts, peplum tops, you know, cinching you in and then flaring out, wrap tops, A-line skirts, flared jeans is also great. Trumpet style dresses, ball gowns, that kind of thing. Anything that's gonna add more to the bottom. And this red example for Renée Zellweger is also great. I love the asymmetrical neckline here. It's really quite gorgeous, and it kind of plays like an optical illusion on the eye, so you're not really focusing on the straight horizontal line. Your eye is going like this. It's being drawn down, drawn in, and it softens up the look and helps create some interesting geometry. So definitely try that out if you are a inverted triangle body shape. And yeah, guys, I hope this helped. If you're interested in seeing more on body types, let me know. Like I said earlier, you have the CINCHED guide available to you now, so you can work on this stuff in the comfort of your own home, shop better, do better, know better, be better, look hotter, all the things. And yeah, I think that's it. I will see you in the next one. Bye.